everyone, welcome back to Adventures with Ruby. If the scene behind us looks familiar at all, it's because we're starting at the same point as we started a couple weeks ago when we hiked into Crawford Lake. Except today, we're not hiking into Crawford Lake. We're going to go to the very ominously sounding Rattlesnake Point. There's no rattlesnakes, don't worry. But what we are going to be doing is hiking up onto the Niagara Escarpment, a very, very famous part of it. I'm really hoping for some nice views and some beautiful fall colors. We've got a bit of a late start today because the sun's starting to come up later and it's a little bit cloudy this morning. So we're gonna have to try to move quickly and cover some ground. So let's stop wasting time. Let's get to it. While we're hiking through this little stretch, which looks like an area good for picking up ticks, just a little update on Ruby's tick situation. You might remember from the hike to the Courtright Conservation Center last week that she picked up just an unreal number of ticks. We picked something like 40 to 50 ticks off of her after that hike. We still this week found another like 14 or 15 engorged ticks on her. We'd been using a tick preventative that's just like a topical application, and it clearly didn't work. So we've had her to the vet, and we've gotten an ingested one that goes into the bloodstream now. And we'll have to probably get her on some antibiotics to help prevent any possible tick-borne diseases. It's one of the risks of hiking out in the wilderness. Apparently the city of Vaughan, where Courtright Center is having a real tick problem. I know because I called them to warn them about our experience. But also having a long-haired dog. We spent an hour going through Ruby with a fine-tooth comb and still missed that many ticks. Okay, so we have made it atop the escarpment ridge. Honestly, it was an easier walk than I was expecting. When we went into Crawford Lake, it was quite a steep, sudden climb up. I liken it to kind of the difference between doing 5 minutes on a Stairmaster versus 10 minutes on an inclined treadmill. Your legs both burn by the end, but one takes a little longer for you to start huffing and puffing. You guys are wondering why we haven't seen any views off the escarpment yet. We're actually hiking a parallel path. Kind of want to save the views for the end, make you watch everything. But we're kind of hiking a little bit further in from the cliff edges, and then we'll drop down and we'll hike back along the cliff edge and get a lot of nice views. That first view was worth it for you guys. We've got more coming, but where we're hiking is actually something called the Milton Outlier, and it's this chunk, this kind of like an island of the Niagara Escarpment that was separated by glacial erosion from the rest of the escarpment. So we've been hiking along the west and south edge of it, and so we've got more views to come. This absolutely glorious view in the background, I think we're actually going to call it an adventure now. We're pretty much back to the path we started at, Ruby and I are going to start heading back to the car and head out to go enjoy our weekend. This might be the last adventure for the year. I might do one more, probably not next week, so I've got a busy weekend next weekend, but maybe the weekend after. So stay tuned for that. Sorry we didn't have the fall colors that we were hoping for. It just seems to get later and later every year. But thanks for joining us on this adventure. We hope to see you on the next one. Get out there and explore and enjoy and learn and find and have some adventures. Take care. See you on the next adventure. Psych! We almost forgot to do our map thing to show you where we guys went. So looking at the map, we hiked in from the same point we did when we went into Crawford's Lake off of the end of Walker's Line, walked up the side of the escarpment up on top of the ridge. We then followed the path that was in the forest a bit away from the edge of the ridge or the ledge, walked all the way to the end, started seeing some beautiful vistas, and walked back along the trail that hugged the ridge. We saw those beautiful panoramas at Pinnacle Point Lookout, Nusajeweya Lookout, and Buffalo Crag Lookout. And that's where we went. So from Ruby and I, Ruby, what are you doing? Quit cleaning yourself in the car. From Ruby and I to all of our Canadian friends and family and viewers, happy Thanksgiving, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.